What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Excuse me, I almost made a mistake. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Danny Parker here with exclusive WWE Raw review results and reactions for Monday Night All, the Go Home show with WWE Fastlane. The show WWE Fastlane Go Home Show edition. The WWE Raw opens with the USA Network by Tom Phillips welcoming us to the Thunderdome, Tropicana Field. We got the virtual crowd cheers on Tom Phillips confronts Drew McIntyre versus WWE Champion Bobby Lashley for WrestleMania 37 in Tampa. We got to go right to the ring. And out comes WWE Champion Bobby Lashley with MVP. MVP announces how the Almighty Era is officially here. And they brag on about the recent WWE title win. Lashley brags on about beating Drew McIntyre up at Elimination Chamber. And he said he will do the same thing in the main event of WrestleMania 37. Then beat up everyone Raw because it is his era. The music hits, now comes The Miz and John Morrison. The Miz mentions that facing McIntyre tonight, it goes on about how his rival, which Lashley will be one of the greatest. Miz then tries to make excuses for his loss to Lashley, trying to talk himself into a rematch. The music hit, and out comes McIntyre. Drew comes down, gets pyro, walks to the ring past The Miz and Morrison entering the ring to face with Lashley. Drew said that his first chance to normally congratulate Lashley. Then he goes on about how his journey has been similar. He mentions beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 36 main event last year to win the WWE title. Then brings up how Lashley screwed him WrestleMania and Brock Lesnar. Title brings up Lashley screwing him to get him there. MVP interrupts. It says Drew hasn't was worried about his buddy Sheamus before he gets to Lashley. Apron now basically says that Drew has also have to worry about him. Drew gives Miz two options. He's either going to turn his back and finish the conversation with Lashley, or Miz can attack him or turn and walk away. Drew goes on about beating up Miz and making him expectation out of him tonight. Miz holds up Drew calls Bobby a ball B, and the BVP holds Lashley back. Miz addresses Drew, distracting him. This allows Lashley to attack Drew and beat him down. And then Miz tries to watch off with a quarter. Lashley leaves Drew down, laying in the ring as he goes back up the ramp. MVP Boris then attack Drew while he's down. Sheamus suddenly attacks Lashley from behind, beating him down on the stage and pounding on him. Officials rush down to break it up. The ramp trying to crawl back down. Commercial break. But back we see Miz just happened with Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and The Miz. We get this confirms with Lashley tonight because he wants to show Lashley what he will be able to do at WrestleMania. So let's list The Miz versus Drew McIntyre one-on-one in a one-on-one match. In a one-on-one match, we get back for break. Drew goes to neck breaker, pops for fans for chant. Drew tosses Miz through the ropes, rams him into the barrier, and then to the floor. Drew rolls over, breaks down the couch slab. Drew slams Miz face first and then steel steps several times. Drew brings it back in the ring DDT. Drew brings it back in the ring, catches Miz with a future shot DDT. Damien Priest versus Jason Ryker was announced, confirmed for later tonight. We got the Claymore knocks Miz out. Drew goes for the cover for the pin, but he's not done yet. Drew points to the camera and then WrestleMania sign, WrestleMania 37 sign, and then sends a message to WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. Drew applies the Lashley's Hurt Lock submission to get the win. Winner Drew McIntyre defeats The Miz via submission with the Hurt Lock. After the bell, Drew hits and stands tall as he taunts Lashley in the camera again. Drew Cook matches. Lashley hits him and hits his ass, and the WWE title belongs to him. Tom Phillips congratulates 24/7 Bad Bunny on his 21 Grammy Award for Best Latino Pop Album on Sunday night. And the rapper and Damien Priest walking backstage. We got Shane McMahon insulting Braun Strowman last week. He is shown walking backstage now as he looks in a bad mood. Strowman heads to the ring, calls Shane out. Shane said that he's already seen the Hollisley session. Doesn't really know why Braun Strowman wants him out. He pulls down all his life, just because Drew grew up and went to lead school. Doesn't make him smarter than Braun Strowman. Shane is insulting. Shane said that he never make fun of anyone, any man. Strowman said that he knows that McMahon doesn't apologize, but Braun said that Shane could come out and apologize to him. Fumbling through because he got scared. I don't really care about that segment too much, but I'm going to pass it. Shane said Braun Strowman can't handle him, and he knows that Braun is stupid. And he looks stupid. Definitely because he talks stupid. Braun and yells back at him and tells him to shut up or he's going to answer the challenge. Shane says that if Braun wants a brains versus Braun kind of match tonight, then he's on. Shane then drops the mic and starts back up. R-Truth interrupts Lana, Naomi, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose. WWE Hall of Famer Steve Austin, Mandy Rose reminds him that tomorrow is 3/16 day, and not today. Naomi mentioned that there is bringing in a match tonight that her team is going to win. Truth goes on with him pressing and drinks some beer, stomping away like Stone Cold. We got Lana, Naomi, and Dana Brooke versus Mandy Rose. Winners of this match, we get the 2 count. Brooke tags herself in, and she said that on the apron, Rose goes for Lana, and Lana counters with a face buster to Rose. Brooke runs in and hits a spinning neck breaker on Lana for the pin to win. Winner Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose picked up the victory. After the match, Brooke and Rose stand tall in the ring. The music hits. We got Riddle approaches the New Day backstage, riding up on a scooter. He wishes them good luck tonight on their title match with the Raw Tag Team titles on the line. The New Day versus the Hurt Business. Let's see, we got this match other way. We get Cedric comes in, but Woods counters, hits a bit of apron, then to the floor, and then Tornado DT applied to the floor. Shelton then rolls Kofi Kingston from behind and comes up with a Trouble in Paradise. Woods tags in into the top rope, leaps out for the drop on Cedric to the floor. Then we see the leaping of the big Daybreaker stomp as Woods holds him. Kingston covers Shelton for the pin to win. Winner and new tag team champions, the New Day, pick up the victory, becoming the new tag team champions tonight over the Hurt Business. After the match, Woods and Kofi stand tall with the titles. As the music hits, so we go to replay. The music interrupts. Now comes AJ Styles and Ambrose congratulates the New Day, but doesn't care about which title ring this is for them. He goes on about then AJ taunts on them, officially challenging the New Day for the titles, and the New Day is accepting the challenge. Amos makes his debut at WrestleMania. It'll be AJ Styles, Amos at his debut, teaming up with AJ Styles versus the New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles at WrestleMania. We're going to backstage with the 24/7 champion Bad Bunny and Damien Priest. They end up having some words with the Miz and Morrison. Truth appears with the Stone Cold merchandise with Bad Bunny. Talks about something over Damien Priest is talking truth now about he respects him in the game. Bunny hands over the 24/7 title to Truth, and Bunny and Priest walk off. We get Drew Gawker and everyone immediately start chasing Truth away for the title as we go to break. We got Damien Priest versus Jason Ryker. We get the bell rings. Ryker quickly attacks rocking Priest. Priest goes back in, drops it. Ryker with a broken arrow. Priest then nails the lights for the pin, the win, to get the easy win. Damien Priest picks up the victory with Jason Ryker. After the match, the last thing storms in the ring, drops Priest from behind. The fans boo. Last brings the guitar in the ring, but Bunny takes it, tosses it. We get Priest officially checking on Bad Bunny now. See he's down in pain. Priest warns Morris. Then we still have them. We get Sarah Schreiber backstage with MVP and Bobby Lashley. She goes on about the interview about the WWE champion. The MVP interrupts. He's heated about what Sheamus tried to do earlier. It goes on and guarantees same thing happens to Sheamus today will also happen to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. And they walk off. We got Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon one-on-one match, which is Shane yells at Braun. They both go down, get replays, both flying elbows. Shane gets the bucket under the ring and grabs it and his beard, yells at him. Then the green slime all over Braun. Fans boo. Referee calls for Shane to back off. Shane goes back under the ring, grabs another bucket, and pours it all over Strowman, telling him he never should challenge him again. Shane decks Braun one more time and then calls him stupid. Shane gets the mic and starts up yelling at Braun as he goes to rip Shane a new one, but we go to commercial. We see Alexa Bliss struck the Randy Orton during last week match against AJ Styles. The showing swinging. Fastlane chances Sunday, WWE Fastlane chance, but a Bliss starts laughing at the end of the segment. We got Asuka versus Shayna Baszler, what I was. Asuka won with the Clipper Clutch and then triangle. Baszler then holds to the back, but Asuka turns it into a quick pin out of nowhere. Asuka defeats Shayna Baszler with a quick win. The quick roll up for the pin. Other bell, Baszler quickly makes Asuka fade out with the Clipper Clutch. The referee checks on Asuka. Baszler goes for the kick while she's down. But Asuka catches it and then hits a German suplex. And then we get Mustafa Ali's backstage. We're ranting about retribution, about failures, who will be right, wrong tonight. We get the WWE hypes up Fastlane, breaking down Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman is confirmed for Fastlane. We got the WWE United States title match, Matt Riddle versus Mustafa Ali. We got the Ali blocks final flash, but big kick to the head. They trade roll ups, T-bar distracting the referee, which messes up Ali's pin. Pin for the win. Riddle comes back in, and then hit the bro dizzard in the middle of the ring for the pin to win and retain. Winner Matt Riddle defeats Mustafa Ali retains the United States title. After the match, Wrestle Edition storms the ring. Riddle leaps over to the floor. As chants break out and yells at T-Bar and the rest of the group. We got Randy Orton backstage. Let's see, we got more. We got Dana Brooke was backstage talking about Drew McIntyre, Betty Rose. WrestleMania 37 tickets go on sale next week. And we see the New Day won the tag team titles earlier tonight. And so much more. We got Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus. One-on-one tonight. We see Bobby Lashley then hurts the Hurt Lock on Sheamus, but Sheamus fights off. Lashley leaps to drop Sheamus, but a Fatliner covers for a 2 count while looking at Drew. Lashley then takes Sheamus to the top rope to the top as MVP encounters him to the finish. Lashley applies a huge suplex for a pop. But then we see Sheamus gets the fist up and yells out in the corner. Then Sheamus goes for the bro kick, but Lashley beats him with midair with a big spear. Lashley covers for the pin to win. Winner Bobby Lashley defeats Sheamus in the main event of Monday Night Raw. After the match, Lashley stays ties with the WWE title, and the MVP joins him in the ring. Lashley and Drew McIntyre stare each other down as we go to replays. Lashley picks up Sheamus back up and applies the Hurt Lock as fans boo. So we have some words. Drew drops Lashley with a big clayboard out of nowhere as Lashley is briefly distracted. Lashley gets kicked out of the ring to the floor. So we see a replay of the bro kick. Sheamus is on his feet now. Sheamus and Drew stare each other down as Drew has some words for his former best friend on the final Raw before WWE Fastlane Saturday. WWE Raw goes off the air, and that is it for the official Monday Night Raw review results. Reaction to the Go Home show for WWE Fastlane on Sunday. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up as you can. Subscribe to the channel right here at Daddy Parker, my official YouTube channel, right here on YouTube.com.